had the great privilege of being able to set up and look after and manage the prop manufacturing department for all the series of Potter films and for the series of Fantastic Beasts as well. I love Dumbledore's office. I know we made some of the quality stuff we made in there was just beautiful. Most of the people in my department contributed to making different parts of it. It was such a combination of woodwork and sculpting and casting and fabricating, and it was just so many different elements went into building it. The gramophone and the dance class in Goblet was great fun, and that was filmed in Bodmin Library as well. And we had a great couple of days out there while looking after it and watching the filming. One of my prop joys is making chandeliers. I think it's stuff we've done on Gringotts. So yeah, I love a good chandelier. Wands, I think numerically and consistently throughout the whole series of both the series of films are always there, and always the primary thing that we have to make of and make lots of them. They tend to, as hard as we make them, as hardy as we make them, they do wear out for film. So if a lead character has one, he generally has a lot of those. The concept of the wand and the character it was being built for was very considered in its materials and its finish and its stars, and then also you get into its look, and it's not like, all right, here's a day, make a wand. It's weeks and weeks and a lot of investment to get to that end result, to the final result. And then when we're happy, then we'd make one. Sometimes we'd make 2 or 3 variants from 2 different designs if we weren't quite sure. We'd had a sort of range of wands that we'd have made that sometimes the actors would pick from. Bellatrix actually, and Ron Carter actually chose her one from a selection of wands, which is quite interesting because actually the one she chose was fantastic for her. It was sort of that hooked finger, a kind of witch's finger. But it's interesting because that's what she was doing. She was looking for something that expressed the character in her mind. And that's kind of what we try and do. The thing about prop making is that I'd say from my aspect is that you start with it not showing you how to do it at first, and by the end of it you figured it out. So it's that's what it's one of the most enjoyable parts of this job has been some of the. If I do go to cosplay, people come off and they talk about it, and there's internet, there's some guys doing amazing work on that of replicating stuff, and they just and that's what I love seeing. It's just seeing how people have figured it out, how they think about it, and I was always happy to advise. But really, it's about that's the thing I like. Everyone thinks that if you're a prop maker, then you come to it knowing how to make a wand. No, I don't know how to make a wand and say, the next wand. But that's my job, is that I find out how to do it. Coming from a world of the analog at the time, it was very intimidating. We thought, Christ, is this just going to erode everything we do? But reality was the total opposite. That my crew on the size of my crew on the first Potter film was about 15. We got a little bit bigger at times, but it was about 15 guys. By the time we got to Deathly Hallows, I had 40, up to even 50 people at one point. And I'd squarely put it at the door of visual effects because everyone's expectations. It opens up. The visual effects works best if they can, certainly talking with the supervisors, if we can provide them with a certain amount and then they enhance it. So, a good film is made by a group of good filmmakers doing their little part as best as they can and understanding and working with each other and contributing to each other to make it work. The Potter world, as well as what we've made for the films, has also been interesting for some of the spin-offs, some of the studio tour that we haven't leased, and there's plans obviously for more of those, and and we've been involved in some of the stuff Universal has been doing as well. So I think there's more of that coming. So there's more of this kind of the world of Potter. Has in itself provides challenges and opportunities, which you never expect. At the beginning, I was happy to have 6 months' work. I'm still talking about it over 22 years later. So it's still a world that you say that we're all very passionate about and really want to see continue. I think obviously there's always discussion about expansions within the London one. So we're working with them quite a lot at the moment, sort of to renovate and to also to talk about expansion projects, that they're sort of ideas that they're having at the moment. I've been so lucky to really just to be able to do them, and I think it's, I think the filmmakers are lucky to have you lot to have the passion for it. I think that's what actually drives it. We still wouldn't be doing them if it wasn't for the fact that people love them, and we love making them, and you guys just love the whole world, and I think that's wonderful. I think it's a very beautiful thing all around, really. We must make sure that we all look after it in our ways.